Hello, all those wonderful people in YouTube. Today we're going to do a couple different things, but in a couple different videos. Right now we're going to do hand training. Hand training is basically where you take a baby and you put it in your hand. And we teach it not to walk off the edges, we teach it not to just bite us when we're holding them, and all that fun stuff. Now these rats are already been hand tamed with me for quite a while, so we're not going to see as many problems, but I still do have a couple little problem babies in here so I can show you what to do. Could just read in forums, what to do. That works for some people, but I'm a very visual person. So, first thing first is wash your hands. Make sure they don't smell like anything. If they smell like another rat, that's fine. But yeah, just wash your hands really good. Soap and water, hand sanitizer if you have a baby wipes, whatever you have. Make sure your hands, don't smell like food because that can leave unintentional biting, which really isn't good. Basically, if a rat smells food, it's going to try to eat it. So we're just eliminating all the risks. So if they bite us, they're biting us because they want to bite us, not because we smell like food. So let's select a ratty. Now they're all nice and calm, so they're just kind of seeping. So we're just going to pick them up. You can pick up a rat a couple different ways. You can pick them up like this, from behind. You can pick them up like this. You can pick them up by their tail, but I like to do that as a kind of punishment, like that. If they try to walk off, you just put your finger on their tail. Now, if they're pulling a whole bunch on their tail, just pick them up upside down by their tail. But like I said, I usually only like to do this punishment. Basically, what we're teaching them is you walk off the edge, you're going to get your tail held. That does not hurt them. And I say that kind of, does not hurt them, but it's very uncomfortable. As long as it's like done near the base, it's okay, but not near the tip. Tip's very sensitive. It can lead to degloving. It can lead to nerve damage. It can lead to a lot of problems down the road. Even kink tail. Kink tail is basically where the tail isn't straight. It's kind of kink near the end. Yeah, you would just hold it. I don't want to punish him. Her, him. I think it's her. I don't want to punish her if she's not doing anything wrong. So right now you can see she's just walking. She's not trying to walk off. She's just walking. Now, I don't recommend, doing it like this, to like walk like this way. I like to do it if they walk near my wrists, just like that. Just because I have trained rats in the past to walk from hand to hand to hand, and sometimes they'll just walk like right off for like no reason because they think a hand's gonna be there. And yeah, so I recommend, like doing with the wrist. They walk to the wrist, they have a hand, they understand that. Just because, like you can train them to, walk up here and sit in your shoulder, which is very cute. I have a lot of my rats trained like that. And you would just put your hand there. Lots of kisses, nice and calm. And now we're gonna do the ready. Nice and calm. That's what you're basically looking for is nice flat out, or if they're just sitting or walking, up your hands, as long as they're not trying to walk off, jump off. If they're hoppers, they're not hoppers at this age, and chewing your fingers or whatever else. So nice and calm. Now this can take several minutes. When I first started hand training them, it took about 2 hours, just because they weren't used to my hands. They weren't used to walking from hand to hand to hand, which is something you want to get them used to. Also, if you have new rats or even new mice, it's a wonderful thing to do with them. Because you just teach them, hey, if I want to walk somewhere, I don't need to walk off. I can just walk from hand to hand to hand. And it really does calm them down quite a bit. So now let's switch over to nipping. Nipping, biting, whatever you want to call it. Let's praise, which is just pets and kisses. Let's move on to how to deal with chewing and nipping, which for some reason I see a whole bunch of, and it's kind of weird that I haven't seen too many videos how to deal with it.